Want to make something with color and light. Want to give up the ghost and increase the height of the sails at my back and the wind in my hair. If it's not in this place, then it's not anywhere. 'Cause you're going, gone. You are sinking, shrinking, blinking on a tiny ship on a tiny sea. Don't come back at all if you don't come back to me. This is like the time we slept by the falls, or the time you passed out and woke up in the hall of that shitty motel that was above the bar that was shitty itself. I had taken your car, you were falling, falling star. You are tangoing madly with all that you are, and you're nothing if you don't have diamonds or gold. You are nothing if you don't have a hand to hold. You're a gambling man, that fantasy plane. You lost part of your heart between Hermosa and Maine, and the rest of it went to the poetry girl. She wrote you the sweetest sonnet in the world. Now you sing it like a symphony at the top of your lungs. Say it makes you feel free. Well, I recall that feeling like exploding stars in the middle of summer on the hood of your car. You're in a suicide squeeze. You're drunk and you're speaking that drunk Christianese. You're breaking down now with the greatest of ease, and you're falling and licking your own bloody knees. You're on a killing spree. You're loaded and locked in that old white oak tree, and the chances ain't good, I give you no guarantee, but 1 in a million seems better than dying to me. It seems better than dying to me. Look at the sky and wonder why it's so blue up there, and wonder why you're so blue down here, and why everything's plastic and trite. Count up the ways that you can believe in a God who doesn't seem to believe much in you, who's living but already die. Fill up your veins on fluids with your so-called friend group, and stagger around till your blood's blue and pickles all of your inside. You know we're heaven bound, but we're all stuck on the ground. Everyone's seen that face, they're just trying to live it down, all in the same sad ways, with slightly different sounds. We're going to the same place, we're just stuck on the ground now. This was a year chock full of seasons and weekends. Got two friends to whom you're not speaking, and a girl whose veneers are her pride. Wake up in a tent with someone standing on your chest. Your brother calls, asks if you're depressed, but it's more like you're just switching sides. Blame it on mom and on dad, they're the easiest target. And try like hell just to forget you ever had healthy inside. You know we're heaven bound, but we're all stuck on the ground. Everyone's seen that face, they're just trying to live it down. All in the same sad ways, with slightly different sounds. We're going to the same place, we're just stuck on the ground now. All those days when we'd sail the seas, just him and her and you and me. We lived like a clan, we fought just like kids. We took no stock in pie charts or bar graphs or grids. And in those last few days we came to some conclusions that safety and comfort are only illusions, and a saint can be made out of any old man. All it takes is a brush and some paint and a plant, and this globe is only one giant beehive, and not one of us will get off of it alive. Well, I miss those days when we'd sail the seas. I miss those days, they set me free. One time in 10, things will perfectly end, and the moonlight through the porch screen will so perfectly bend, and you'll bow like a flower and be okay without it. As your holiday crescendo begins, it's like when Christmas came 1,000 times each year, once on the 25th, the rest when she was near, and you could lose yourself in all that coke and beer, but you always came out smelling like a rose when she was closed. When she was closed. Hold me, she says, her hair is a mess, but her eyes glow like embers, so you draw close and press her photo to your face, feel its glossy embrace. After that you sort of forget the rest, but it's so windy in the aspen grove, driving the wildfire west, singeing your campfire clothes, making your heaving chest open and close. You know things only glow when they're broken and lonely, when they're broken and lonely, when they're broken and lonely, when they're broken and lonely. So then you're there on the beach while she was still in reach. She was the type of girl who'd make a pastor want to preach of brimstone and grails, of the blood on the nails, of stained hair and bathtubs full of bleach. You're on the Greyhound bus, watching the South get small, beeline for Canada, escape the looming fall. 'Cause when the leaves catch fire, you wait for ghosts to call. Disconnect the phone, get the hell out of this hell you once called home. You once called home. You once called home. You once called home.
It's only a matter of time before he finds that out.
You're actually taking a lot of the weight away because the air is helping you carry the extra weight that you've got. So it makes a nice.
The one called Jesus. What do you want with those one? Honestly, you're down to the man. You roll.
Glued to the television, you take me over like a plague, holding the perfect friction. This job is shitty, but it pays, so I'll keep it another day. We're on the downward tumble, the red ink dripping down the page. I cock my head and crumble, then die a fake death on the stage you made from cockleburrs and hay. But you'll be the lead actor in my new tragic comedy. Oh no, the only triple X factor is whether it will also feature me or a broken body. So come on, hustle up, girl. We're burning film, so make it count. We need more cover up, but since money's short, we'll do without. It's about time you stopped holding out. Let's see some real aggression. If you forget, I'll show you how. I'll sink in the depressions and throbbing veins upon your brow. It's only seconds away now. But you'll be the lead actor in my new documentary. Oh no, the only triple X factor is whether it will also feature me or a ghost. the fruit of an all-consuming art that the dust at the base of the stone that scatters and stains all my spotless day scarlet. This is the cradle rock, capillary blocker. These are the treacherous, treacherous days. This is the limp-wristed back alley stalker. Comes in the night to take all my lovely, lovely things away.
Beat yourself up, so put yourself down. This isn't the real you. You used to be happy and have confidence and dreams. Remember? Well, it's time to get it back. You owe it to yourself to pick up the phone and call.
Timing makes nighttime so frightening. The cadence we cling to, the novels we speak through, the sweet sound of laughter from the shore hereafter that mutes all the meaning in these books we keep reading. Alone in the dark, hear us moan, then remark to ourselves quietly, you can count on me. Froth of the sea foam that builds beneath our home, the west wind that shakes us, that damn dog that wakes us, the weather and waiting, constant hesitating, debates on the ending and afterlife spending alone in the dark. Will we moan, then remark to ourselves quietly, what became of me? We'll make next year, the sounds in the trees here, the days left in our veins, the short length of our chains, the respect of saviors and prophets' behaviors in contrast with our own. We ponder as we lie alone in the dark, hear us moan, then remark to ourselves as we breathe in the night air and try to believe we will one day rot slowly in peace. But our songs and our loves will not cease. They'll go forever and ever singing. What a beautiful dream. What a beautiful dream. What a beautiful dream. build our coffin out of someday. And there's a rock up in them hills that they're gonna cut our tombstones out of someday. Someday, just not today. Well, there's a job in some big skyscraper in some big city we'll slave over someday. And there's $100 million in some bank somewhere that will be alright someday. Someday, just not today.
How's that tuna, Jared? You get that smell off your hairs yet?
Cause today we don't have work, we don't have to pay bills. We got no lights in the sockets and no windows in the sills. We live in a little blue house that's only held up by stills, and it overlooks the ocean with a nice view of the hills. When my father calls and says, son, someday gotta get alive, I'll say okay, okay, someday, just not today. Okay, okay, someday, just not today. Once in a while, you're sitting on the coast, you're drinking all the drinks that you love drinking the most. But it's all gonna change, you feel it in your bones, coursing through the wires and coming up the phones. And it's like, what? Hello? Goodbye, fuck you. it's better than here. Somewhere the people drink something besides just cheap beer. And you're making plans and money too, but you blow all the money and the plans fall through like rain through the holes in your roof. Won't admit that they're there, but you live in proof that when the shit hits the fan and you're down on all fours, pulling fist over hand, making tracks for the door, and you might drink till you choke, and you might smoke till you're blue, stumbling upright as if you got something important to do. Dreaming ain't hard, it's what you do second best, next to picking up the pieces that you get off your chest. And the worry and bills you pack on your spine make you sit up late at night just contemplating a crime. And it's like, please slow down, we'll crash. Not to worry, it's all over in a flash. We got Xanax and cash, Vicodin and time to sedate and accelerate us right through our prime. And you're going nuts and you're going home, but if home's where your heart is, you're destined to roam this galaxy, or at least Glendora, which lately feels more like Sodom and Gomorrah. But when your city burns down, you'll be left all alone in a much smaller town, searching for a home. And you're not an evil man, you're just red, white, and blue, with kid blood on your hands and grave mud on your shoes. Strung out to see it. I had a dream that we wore golden crowns and purple gowns. We ruled a suburban kingdom. I had a dream that we were settled down in a normal town. We were absolutely ordinary. I had a dream we owned a big old house and gigantic frowns. It was actually kind of scary. At least that's how it seems to be sleeping during those 6 doctor to come in and tell me that I'm wasting away. I'm thinking about 6th grade. I think it was a Tuesday in the middle of winter, around about midnight. We were looking at the girls, they were laughing like babies. Jerome gives me an elbow, says, boy, we're on our way. Oh, but everybody knows we're just shooting dice, and it's a bargain at nearly any price. We might fall in love, we might get in a fight, but we're all breaking even at the end of the night. So Doc says, hey, look here, I got good news and bad news. You got 39 years left, and that's a very long time. But it'll come on a Tuesday in the middle of winter, around about midnight. So make sure you're there. So I made him repeat it, and I called up my old friends. I said, hey Jerome, I got some good and bad news. Whether you're holding hands or you're playing minds, as long as you're feeling lucky, and you're gonna be just fine. You got 10,000 days till you get blown sky high, or maybe you're leaving at the end of the night. So Jerome started like laughing like a baby, started grabbing his sides and pointing at the sky. He said I did the same thing. Doc told me my future. He said I would go laughing. He said it'd be today. So we both started laughing, but he never did stop though. You can still hear him in seashells if you listen close. I guess that was last Tuesday, around about midnight. It's the middle of winter. I feel so goddamn lucky. So hallelujah, celebration, congratulations, kumbaya fucking yeah. But I'm not on his heels, I ain't that far behind. I think I'm about 50, but I only got 5. Might be overcast, but soon the sun will be shining. One more skeptic believing that we're all breaking even I will be leaving at the end of the night.
No one has ever seen. No one ever will.
So sorry.
fire spreads, and in the way the smoke escapes, the way it takes apart a bed before moving to the drapes. It's in the way that crystal shatters as the younger sister screams at the brightness of the Savior who returns in all her dreams. It's in the moon behind the clouds, above the stream, below the park, where a boy and girl lie down and wait for fireflies to spark. It's in the way that porch feels like home sometimes on muggy summer nights, and in the way the best of friends seem to get in the worst of fights. It's in the gnarled wrists and fingers of the crazy drunk old man who claims he was a great folk singer before someone broke his hands. It's in the way your mother chokes up every time she says goodbye, because through that tinted windshield she can see her baby's eyes. It's in the sounds the frozen lake makes as you inch over its cracks. Though you know the ice will break, there is no way you're turning back. It's in the automobile fire that incinerates so fast things you couldn't live without, but also knew would never last, never last. Come clean, you've only got days left, destruction is imminent. Come clean, you've only got days left, those letters you never sent. It's in the Hallelujah chorus that the drunken father sings from that rooftop access stairwell where no one can hear a thing. It's in the leaves that fall from trees onto the street where children play, and in the way they all retreat when the night overtakes the day. It's in the hiding place she finds in preparation for the storm, and in the way she prays for hell, so at least she can be warm. It's in the brash determination in the eyes of dying men, down in the wine of consecration, singing somberly the end, the end. Come clean, you've only got days left, destruction is imminent. Come clean, you've only got days left, those letters you never sent.
No one has ever escaped. And no one ever will.
Sometimes my toes tap and my fingers snap and my bones shatter. Don't know what's the matter, and my ears ache and my heart breaks and my nose itches. Sometimes my stomach bitches and my fingers lock up until they won't write, and my pupils dilate until it's too bright, and my ankles pop while my knuckles crack, and my brain goes clickety clack, click clickety clack, click clickety clack. And then my blood thickens, and it thins and it thickens again, my friend. And then my blood thickens, and it thins and it thickens again, my friend. Sometimes my skin crawls into the blank walls of my skull cap, and my hands clap, and my shin splints, and the splints break until the break heals. Sometimes my heels ache, and the blood in my liquor's like an elevator, and the holes in my head feel like an Arizona crater, and my ears pop while my temperature drops, and my feet start kicking, and then my blood thickens, and it thins and it thickens again, my friend. And then my blood thickens, and it thins and it thickens again, my friend.
And then my blood thickens,
my heart jumps right up into my throat till I choke up and swallow it whole. My heart jumps right up into my throat till I choke up and swallow it whole. Sometimes my bones shatter, it makes my teeth chatter, and I never quite know just what the hell's the matter. And my nails go black, and my cheeks go red, and my hair goes white and falls out of my head. Sometimes I realize I shouldn't have sugar, and the salt in my water cries hotter than a pressure cooker. I'm always late, and you will always wait, and for God's sake, and for God's sake, I'm always late, you will always wait, and for God's sake, and for God's sake, I'm always late, and you will always wait, and for God's sake, I'm like waiting on an earthquake. It feels so to be alive, it feels so to be alive, it feels so to be alive, it feels so